Oh, y'all, look at this Tesla right here. This is the long line. I'm in a long line waiting to pick the kiddos up. This is my life now. That's what we used to call people that work the field in Parchment, long line. Well, you didn't want to work long line. I promise you. It was a hard lesson in agriculture. Let me fix this. All messages. What's up, Lori Lou? Sitting in line, fixing to get the little hounds from school. There's Missy. What's up, guys? I know I ain't been going live a whole lot. I've been doing stuff like this. You know, sitting in line, raising kids, stuff like that. You know, stuff like that. What's up, Chicago? Adam H. What's up, guys? I like sometimes to go live and let y'all let y'all talk, man. We're all in this thing together. 2 days. I think today's the 22nd. What's up, Crump? Yeah, daddy duty. That's right. Yeah, doing dad stuff. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. There's not a whole lot of people in here, so I feel like I'm okay to tell the story. If there was a bunch of people in here, I wouldn't tell the story, but since it's just us in here, some of y'all probably already know, but you know, I was gearing up, getting ready to go on tour with Haystack. I had been staying at his house for 2 days, sleeping in his daughter's room, and we had already done a show in Kentucky, and we were going to Fox Story or something, Ohio or whatever. But he had called the show off anyway. Anyway, long story short, we were getting ready to shoot some content. We were actually going to remix Well Hell, and Haystack was going to have a verse in it. We had a bunch of stuff planned. But one morning I woke up, laying in his daughter's bed, and my mama called, and she said, you know, can you please talk to the boys? They're out of control. And sometimes me just talking to them, they'll calm down, clean their mess up, whatever. But I got on the phone and I heard their voice, and I knew that I was fixing to probably be away from them for a while. And I knew that my mama probably couldn't control them. And the show in Fox Story, Ohio was canceled anyway. Haystack had canceled it. He was asleep on the couch. And so I didn't want to wake him up. So I packed all my stuff up, and left him a note on the table, and left because I missed my kids. I guess you could say I gave up a big opportunity. Big Smo, we were supposed to get up with Big Smo eventually. Smo had actually recommended that I go on this tour with him, which he eventually wound up canceling anyway. But anyway, he woke up, seen I was gone, found the note on the table. I guess, you know, I did try to wake him up. Wasn't no waking him up. He was clonked out, you know what I'm saying? He was sawing logs. Anyway, I missed my kids. And so Haystack woke up. By the time I got to South Nashville, by the time I got to North Huntsville, he had woke up, and he had sent me messages talking about, bro, what the fuck, you know, and he telling me he had all this stuff planned. I felt bad, but he said something. He was like, you're a good dude, Bloodhound. You just need to go home and be a father. And so I really took that to heart. It's like nobody can control my boy. I got 3 boys, and 2 of them are bad as hell, and nobody can control them but me. You know what I'm saying? But I try to, you know, do the best dad thing I can. I brought my oldest with me to Nashville when we did the Backwoods Music Festival. Shout out to Lost Ghosts when I opened for Nappy Roots. This is the show. I don't know if y'all can see. all the names on the back, the artists that performed. I brought my oldest with me. He got to, you know, he was introduced to Nappy Roots, got to see them, got to see, and there was people. Josh came out. I was able to tell his testimony on stage. But I really felt like I really couldn't. Sorry, man, this is probably gonna happen again. But I really felt like I couldn't really enjoy myself at this festival because I'm always. There was a bunch of people there. I'm always in the side of my eye. I'm looking at my son. You know, Jelly Roll had a food truck out there. Great food, by the way. Jelly Roll made great food. It was Rolling with Jelly is the name of the food truck. So my son wanted cheese fries or whatever, and they were real nice to him. They gave us some drinks for free. But I told Josh, and if Josh was in here right now, he could back up what I'm finna say. I told Josh when he was sitting, my son was sitting down by the merch table. I told Josh, I said, if something was to happen to him, I don't mind being counted by the state for the rest of my life. Like, I couldn't really enjoy myself because, you know, I had to constantly, there was all kind of people there, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, there was a little girl that got lost, and they were looking for her mother, and I know her mother. Her mother's an artist, and Elmer, y'all know Elmer. Elmer's wife Jessica got that little girl, and her motherly instinct brought her back behind the DJ booth. Brought her back. Are y'all there? Moving right along. Anyway, I really couldn't enjoy myself. But so, this next video that's dropping in 2 days, my 9-year-old son filmed it. Welcome to My Addiction. My 9-year-old son filmed it. John Wayne, my 9-year-old son filmed it. He just has a gift. He has a gift. He can work a camera, and he hates it. He don't want to do it. He don't want to do it, but I get him out in front of the Xbox. You ain't gonna sit in front of the Xbox all day. They sit in front of the Xbox, and they sit in front of iPads, and they sit in front of the PlayStation, and they sit in front of cell phones, and they just observe content. And so I got him out and hooked everything up, and he filmed the next video that's dropping in 2 days. I could have done a members only thing, but I really want to get the message out, you know what I'm saying? Pharaoh, does he cut your hair? No, a stylist at Rayburn's actually cut my hair. What you talking about, my gray hair? Are you talking about my gray hair? That's another. Sorry, y'all. It's a never-ending thing. The phone just rings and rings and rings. All right, y'all ready? Here to come right here. You can sit up front.
Y'all have a good afternoon.
Thank you. Seatbelt. Seatbelt. Tell everybody, hey.
Hi.
That's the little hound. Come on, Lexus. What's up, Kaylee Brown? Hey. Yeah, we'll probably do that. Kaylee said, look at little hound. Misty said, hey, sweetie. Say, hey, Misty.
Hi, Missy.
This is why I like to schedule lives. I know that nobody's going to be calling me. So, sorry, guys, this ain't going to stop. So, I'm going to end the live. Hey, in 2 days, if y'all don't mind, please go hit notify on the video. In 2 days, Onya is fixing to drop. And then it's going to be streaming everywhere September 30th. You can go purchase it on iTunes. You can stream it on Pandora. Stream it on YouTube Music, Spotify. If we can get it out there, it'll be really good. I appreciate you, Adam. Hashtag won you. That's right, Chicago. Have a good day. I want y'all to have a good day. Hey, none of this would be possible without y'all, man. None of this would be possible without y'all. I appreciate everything. You know, I'm going to tell y'all something. I feel led to say, and I'm going to say this. My girlfriend, like many other people, is prescribed Suboxone. This is subscribed Subutex. And I'm slowly trying to work with her. And it's going to be a hard battle to fight. But I'm slowly trying to work with her and explain to her this medicine was not meant for long-term use, you know. But as for me, I don't even have an urge whatsoever. I don't have any desire or whatsoever. So there was talk on Instagram that you know, I'm back on Suboxone or whatever. That is a complete lie. I haven't had a Suboxone. I haven't had Subutex since February of this year. Y'all seen me go through it, and I went through it, and I will be damned if I have to go through that again, because you give the devil an inch, he'll be your ruler. So it's not meant for long term. The other day, this moderator for country rap shit, I forgot her name. She's a moderator for Chop Easy. She sent me a message on Facebook, and she said she doesn't understand the medication, and she really didn't understand my story. She heard that I went through something to get off Suboxone, and she said she has a friend that's been on it for like 11 years. And she said, if you don't mind, could you basically give me a rundown and explain to me so I can explain to her why she needs to get off. So I did. I told her, basically, if you are on Subutex or Suboxone for a long period of time, it literally will eat your bone marrow. It replaces the calcium in your body. Just like if you take Lortab, the Tylenol and the hydrocodone is bad for your liver. It'll eventually shut your liver down. So there's no difference. So I just want to let y'all know, ain't no Suboxone or Subutex has touched my lips since February of this year, and it will never, ever happen again. Ever happen again. I don't want to go through that again. And y'all seen what I went through. I like to encourage everybody. I know that there's people out there that feel like they can't go a day, they can't go 4 seconds without it. You know, it helps them keep their job. It helps them pay bills. It helps them raise kids. But I'm telling you, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. It's not meant to stay on for a long period of time. It will eventually start to eat you from the inside. That buprenorphine is stronger than heroin. But you have to slowly taper down. You have to, like Josh took the shot for like 2 months and then stopped and then slowly tapered down, and now he's clean. It's the same thing with me. Y'all seen it. I was down to dust. They were making fun of me. These dumbass motherfuckers were making fun of me because I was doing dust, and they have no idea what they were talking about. They were the ones that was looking stupid. Now, guess what? Subutex free, been Subutex free, and I'm gonna die Subutex free. And I want to see more people come to this conclusion. It's not a long-term medication. It will literally eat you from the inside. But anyway, God's the only way I beat drugs. That's right. That's right. God showed up and said, stop taking Subutex or you're going to wind up in a wheelchair. And so I only had one choice to make, you know. I feel like he used me. He used the song. There was just so much stuff that was positive that came out from that movement. You know what I'm saying? And so I wanted to keep going. I wanted to keep moving. I want to keep encouraging people. And I want y'all to know that I ain't had no Suboxone, Subutex, Subzolve, fuck it all. I do not have a desire whatsoever. And it's kind of weird at first, waking up in the morning and not, you have a habit. It's just a habit of taking something or snorting something. It's just a habit. That habit has to be conquered too. So it's just crazy. But now it's a blessing. I wake up in the morning, I don't need nothing. I don't even drink coffee. The only thing that I need when I wake up in the morning is a toothbrush and toothpaste. Don't try to talk to me. I don't care if you're my old lady. Don't talk to me when I first wake up in the morning. When I was in jail, they gave you the most bullshit ass toothpaste, bullshit ass toothbrush, and you gotta like brush your teeth like 3 times in a row early in the morning just to get that nasty taste out your mouth. But there was still inmates. Can you believe this? There was still inmates that at 4:30 in the morning when they served trays, they want to talk. They want to have a conversation. The top tier trying to talk to the bottom tier. This dude come down the stairs yelling, "Family! What's up, family?" And I'm talking about dragons was just coming out of his mouth. Finally, somebody was like, "Bro, don't nobody want to be talking like that, bro. Everybody's breath is on, the most wanted list." What?
I got a tooth out.
You? It's not gonna stop. People's gonna keep calling. I gotta go. I eventually gotta go. I see some new people in here. Jack says, "Why was you in jail?" That time I was in jail. Fuck, I don't remember. I've been so many times. Probably for violation of probation. Long time ago. I'm a father now. I'm a full-time father. Blessed. I am very blessed to have lived through my youth and not dead. All my people are dead. I had to bury all of them. My brother, my dad, the men that built me are gone. I have more people on the other side than I do on this side. I feel sometimes like I would rather die. I feel, especially getting off Suboxone, this depression takes over you. And I feel like I have more people on the other side than I do on this side. So why not just go ahead and just end it all? You know what I'm saying? But there's the reason right there. There's one of them right there. And y'all are the reason too. I couldn't have done this without y'all. Held me accountable. I went live on the internet and I said, I'm fixing to kick one of the hardest medications man has ever made. And these people was like, are you really serious? Do you think you can do it? Are you really serious? You think you can do it? Yeah, guess what? I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I ain't a real religious type person, but I do know the power of God. And I think he used me to open the eyes of other people in this medication. What's up, Clay? Painkiller. Imagine that. What a name. Let me see. Misty, we got some new people in here. Jack, what's up, Jack? Andrew, I detoxed off 90 milligrams of methadone. It was horrific, but I got through it. I can only imagine that. Good. Nah, fuck that. I hope you didn't have to do it cold turkey. Just came across your live, just found God. Just found God. Just came across your live. Just found God. What you mean? You just found God. Matt McMillan mentioned me in a comment. I'll be damned. Let's see. Now, little by little, walked off at 8 milligrams. That's the way to do it. Carlo, you're on Suboxone, ready to quit. Are you really? Are you really ready to quit? Think about how much money it's costing you to go to the doctor and then to get them all filled. You know what I'm saying? You got to miss work once a month to go to the doctor. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how long you've been on it, but if you're ready to quit, the trick to quitting is slowly tapering down. Like, you can ask the people in the chat. Like, I literally broke them in half, opened my knife, and scraped dust off of it. And I was on dust. So what is that? 0.1 whatever milligrams of buprenorphine. You got to slowly taper down. Because I tried to be tough. I wanted to show everybody. Because I did detox off Suboxone when I started my prison sentence. And they didn't take, they just put me in a cell. But I was so stupid. I had no idea about detox. I had no idea about Suboxone. I had no idea. I didn't know what was going on. I would wake up in the middle of the night feeling like I was having a heart attack. And there's nothing you can do. The door, the little buzzard inside the jail cell don't work. You're locked behind the door. You're in there with another inmate. You hope to God you don't wake him up because he's gonna be pissed. So it's like I could die and they wouldn't find me until the next morning when they're serving trays. You know what I'm saying? But I was so stupid. I didn't understand I was going through detox, and believe it or not, that helped. That helped. But now I would suggest to people taper down. If you're doing 8 milligrams, go to 7.8. Hit me up when you can. You know what I'm saying? That's the trick. You think you're gonna die. Yeah. You think you're gonna die. You really do. Your heart starts doing crazy stuff that's never happened before. They did send every morning when the breakfast tray would come around. About an hour later, they would count us. We'd have to come out. They'd count us, and then there would be a nurse call. And then the nurse would come and check my vitals. She'd check my temperature, my blood pressure. And even though I felt like my heart was fluttering, when they checked my blood pressure and my pulse, everything was fine. Everything. So it was like a nerve. What? You ready to go? All right. All right, he's ready to go. Thanks, y'all. Been tapering, ready to be all fit for good. Carlo, you can do this. I promise you, you can do this. Just do not back up. Keep tapering down. Don't tell yourself, oh, I did 5 milligrams. I've been doing 5 milligrams a week. I'm going to award myself and I'm going to do 8 milligrams just one time because no, don't do that. As you taper down, stand on business. Embrace the suck. You get down to 5 milligrams. I was down to dust. Do not go backwards. Do not go backwards. Your energy restores itself. You don't get fatigue. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Somebody commented one time on these lives that had kicked the boxing, and they were like, it took 7 months for them to get their sleep back. And I was like, oh, wow, 7 months. I'm going to tell you right now, some nights I can sleep, some nights I can't. My sleep is still messed up. So that's something that you got to look forward to. But you don't got to wake up every morning and take nothing. You don't got to worry about what it's doing inside of your body. You don't got to pay the doctor. You don't got to pay to get them out. You don't have to take a risk by selling them to other people when you're broke. I know the business, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I'm just being truthful. Homelessness, I'm struggling real bad right now. I've been going to job interviews. It's been hard because of my past. I'm not lazy. Can someone please help me get something to eat? Cash App, Raw 272, anything can help me in my shoes. See, the bad thing about this is, bro, you could be running game on us and we wouldn't even know. You know what I'm saying? I would tell you to keep going. Whatever you're going through, that's exactly what you're doing. You're going through it. This too shall pass. I want to tell all 40 of y'all in here, because I know everybody's going through something, okay? That's how iron sharpens iron. That's how we get stronger. That's how we deal with stuff. Somebody told me, okay, buddy, somebody told me on Instagram, they DM'd me, they said, pray to Jesus. Give it to Jesus, and he'll take all this withdrawal away from you, and he'll take it all away. Just give it to Jesus. And that's a bald-faced lie. Do not believe that. God wants you to go through the struggle. He wants you to go. He had the children of Israel go through the desert for a reason. Because in that process of you going through, that's when you're being sharpened. That's when you're being molded. He's the potter, you're the clay. That's when he's shaping you. So if he was to take all this withdrawal symptoms away, this homeless person that says he needs help, what you're going through right now, you would be stupid not to learn from it. A smart man learns from his mistakes. A wise man learns from others. You do not get the gift of being removed from your trial, because there is no testimony if there's no test. Life is from test to bless, from test to bless, from test to bless, from test to bless. I know. Y'all have seen it. Y'all know, people who follow me, we've buried children. Y'all, I brought y'all to the funeral. We buried a 12-year-old girl who committed suicide, my best friend, who happens to be in jail now because he couldn't take it anymore. He just couldn't. I knew it. I knew within a couple months, either he was going to commit suicide or he was going to go back to jail. And thank God he went back to jail, because he had to bury, I mean, y'all was there. Some of y'all was with me. We had to bury. What are you handing? I don't want that.
This is not our clothes. That's from Pee-Pee.
Okay, I'll hand, okay. But y'all were there. Y'all seen this. Y'all also seen where a lady commented and said that her son broke his neck and may not be able to walk again. And I asked Bloodhound Nation, when y'all go to bed tonight, lift this young man up. Just so happens he was in the hospital in Germany the very next day. And when they went and did an MRI, they said, we see little strands of his spinal cord right here in his cervical region of his neck that was broke. We see little strands that are connected. So there's hope. There's hope that he may be able to walk again. And I can only imagine right now he's probably having to learn how to feed himself again. He's probably having to learn how to walk again. He's probably learning how to talk again. He's probably trying to learn how to turn his head like this again. And people think, oh man, all these Christians and Jesus can just walk in and just heal him. No, Jesus said you got to go through the trial. And you got to come out on the other end. That's how you learn. Jesus didn't show up and keep Shadrach and Meshach and Abednego from going in the fire. He threw Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the fire, and he was there with them. It was so hot, the guard that threw them in the fire died. That's how hot it was. And Nebuchadnezzar said, wait a minute, I threw 3 men into the fire. And as I look into the fire, I see a countenance of 4, and the 4th one looks like the Son of God. And the fire didn't hurt them. They didn't even smell like smoke when they come out of the fire. When God, homeless, I want to tell you something. I want to tell everybody in here something. When God is putting you through the fire, it's for a reason. He didn't take the withdrawal symptoms from me, because he wanted me to be here right now in this live, looking at y'all and y'all's God-given eyeballs and telling y'all, this is how you grow. This is how you get strength. This is how Bloodhound was made, serving time with inmates on death row, catching a murder charge at 19. God, I don't want to go to prison. Please don't send me to prison. Sorry, you're going. And I had to go. I had to bury my brother. I didn't want to bury I was doing so good in medical school. I was tutoring other students. But when my brother was murdered, it ruined it. It ruined it. I didn't want to bury my grandfather. I was sitting in this house over here across the street before we got a divorce and lost it. One day watching TV and the phone rang out of nowhere. Just a normal day like today with the sun shining and the birds chirping. You hear me? The phone rang. I answered. It was my mama. She said, your daddy's dead. I didn't believe it. She said, he's gone. I didn't believe it. I hopped in my truck and I drove straight to the funeral home. And I said, I have to see his body before it registers up here that he's gone. And they said, if you come back tomorrow, we'll prepare him because you don't want to see him right now. And I respected that. And I came back the next day, and it wasn't until I seen him laying there dead when it hit me. My daddy's gone. Even after he was gone, I'm sitting at the gas pump pumping gas, and something crossed my mind that was funny. And I picked my phone up to call him, and then I realized he's no longer here. I can't call him. I can't call him. I still have my brother's number in my phone. I still have my dad's number in my phone. But they're gone. Unexpected death is hard to digest. But what I went through during that season prepared me, made me strong to look at my girlfriend now who I'm dating, who lost a sister in a car wreck on a beautiful day just like this. Birds chirping. Everything was fine. She made I think she made a potato salad, a potato casserole or whatever. She lived in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. She was headed over here to Gulfport, put it in the car, was driving down the road, doing a speed limit. And the front tire had a blowout and slung her up into the median and killed her immediately. Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. I understand now. I truly understand. We ain't promised tomorrow. All 46 of you, you ain't promised tomorrow. All 46 of you in here, some of y'all, I'm sorry to say this, y'all ain't going to be here in 5 years. So what you're going through right now makes you stronger. And what I went through made me stronger, strong enough to look at you and tell you the truth. Because that's what I write in my music, nothing but truth. In 2 days, the video is going to drop. I did it in my neighborhood. I shot the video in my part of Mississippi because I want people to see this is how I was raised. This is where I came from. This is what I went through. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing, you know. I've buried so many people. It's unbelievable. After a while, you get numb to death. You just get numb. Well, so-and-so died. Well, you know, you just get numb to it. Except, at least, thank God, it wasn't a kid. You get there. You get through it. All 48 of you, I want to tell you, number one, this too shall pass. Number two, on the 25th, go to my YouTube channel and watch the video Wonya, get in a better mood, dance, whatever. And on the 30th, I want you to stream it. Go to Apple Music, go check it out. Go listen to Welcome to My Addiction right now. I love y'all. I got to go. God bless y'all. Some of y'all. Some of y'all hate it. Some of y'all hate it. I know y'all are, but we still love you.